بجيدتي عنواني حبك رشاني وما غرام وقتي زاد بعد حبك رشاني وما غرام وقتي زاد بعد لطفك اسحاني ويا بجيدتي عنواني حبك رشاني وما غرام وقتي زاد بعد حبك رشاني
Where are you going? Don't you see that the floor is wet? And that man is wiping with rag? I think you are in the wrong place. This is a public restroom. If you need a dentist, go out and go straight. Third building on the right. On the step, you will find a woman selling tobacco. Go to the second floor. Get back, please, and let me clean. Today is Friday, the day of worship, and I am expecting a lot of customers. Let me clean my place. I guess you are looking for the school for the deaf. It's far outside the city. I don't know if it still exists. Many things change with democracy. I think you must be looking for the school for the deaf. This is where they hang out, but not right now. Come back at sunset. Take your hand off your mouth and talk to me. You see, I'm busy.
بغيت نفاشر نتقرع نطرطق نتقيا.
I really think you are in the wrong place. This is a public toilet. Its function is quite clear. I don't need to explain the rules. People come here to relax, to relieve themselves, not to explode.
ما فهمتنيش. You did not understand me. My stomach is up in my throat. My intestines are tied in knots and my pulse is racing.
You need to see a doctor, my friend. I can't help you. I don't even have a remedy. You are a bestowed. God bless you in advance.
You don't get it. Look, my throat is about to explode.
Your throat is none of my business. If you want to die, we are all going to die one day. If you don't want to see a doctor, I can close this public toilet and take you to my house where you can die peacefully. I will even handle your funeral. نربح معك حسنة.
I have a lot of worries. My brain is boiling and I feel dizzy. I'm afraid my eyes will explode and my blood will spurt all over the place.
What do you want from me, my friend? Do you need a quack to suck your blood? I'll tattoo your eyelids and cauterize your nostrils.
I want, if you let me, to enter a stall, close the door, and start to holler and insult, scream and shout, stomp my feet, spit and scream. For only 7 minutes. Then Come now. Pay you.
Go. No, brother, it's forbidden by the law. What do you say you want to do inside the public toilet is not listed in our house rules. I do respect my customers. People come here are supposed to be relaxed. And for that, they need silence and cleanliness. If I allow you to insult, spit, and jam in here, I will be fired. Do you want me to lose my customers by creating chaos? People will run away naked and the police will come? No, sorry. I can't.
I beg you. 6 minutes only. Despair has taken my breath away. Let me just do what I want. I will pay you. Whatever you want.
No, sorry, it's forbidden. Even if I let you in, I will be not able to calculate the price. The price list is in front of you. Do you see any shouting or stomping on it? If I don't respect the house rules, I will be punished. And if I add task to the task I'm supposed to do, then I'm cheating people. It's a sin. Here, the law is the law.
Precisely! It's because of that law! Let me jump, let me stomp, let me turn around! Over and over again!
You can jump and stomp wherever you want as long as you are outside the public toilet. You are free. Personal freedom is given by the Constitution. Just be careful not to break your leg. If you have a specific demand, you are in the wrong place. Go to the police or town hall or the court. This is not an administration. This is public toilet. Toilet. WC. WC. Shishma.
Do you mind if I just stomp my feet?
You are free, brother, to do what you want as long as you are outside. Jump as you like. Just step away from the entrance so I can wipe the floor. You can even break dance. The floor is clean and democracy is on your side.
Democracy! Democracy! I don't even have a place where I can order and release the pain. I can't even afford a pound of apples.
But what's the relationship between apples and democracy? Jump, one more stop, or jump twice? Perhaps then you will see. I think you're going insane, losing your mind. What's the link between apples and democracy? Democracy is freedom, freedom and expression. Apples are about smell and taste. And I noticed that since we adopted democracy, there is a lack of apples. Now, if you feel like you're dying, I take you home with me. God will bless me.
Have you eaten any pears this year?
Even just, a very long time ago.
Have you eaten any loquat fruits this year?
Must my stomach, very long time ago.
Have you eaten grapes, peaches, prunes, almonds?
To be honest, I've eaten prickly pear, mulberry, and buckthorn.
I need to jump and stomp because of the apples.
If apples are making you behave that way, what would you do for bananas? Bananas will make you run away from the country.
The grocer nearby put out a basket of apples. The smell of the whole district changed. My wife is pregnant and has cravings. While she was hanging the clothes outside, the smell of apples drove her crazy. When I got back home, after a long day's work, I found her terribly sick, head tied. She said, "Apples. I'm craving apples." She gave birth to 5 children, but never had such cravings. She used to want snails or hazelnuts during pregnancy. So I put my bag down and went running out, following the apple smell until I got to the grocer. I found a huge crowd. Women on one side, men on the other, and children in between. Onions and potatoes were well displayed, and on top, a basket of magnificent red apples, just like the cheeks of Western ladies. The corners decorated with parsley. Let me stomp my feet.
Stop, man! I will give you the beat. Come on, you.
The grocer was standing, smiling, staring at people who stood silently looking at the apples. Pressed up against each other, they all took a deep breath together, inhaling the apple smell, and then exhaling it very slowly.
I remember a long time ago, one jujube fruit was given to Nash.
I inhaled a bit with them. Then I broke into the silence. I said, "How much?" My neighbor, who was standing behind me, quickly jumped up and closed my mouth. He whispered in my ear, "Behave yourself, neighbor. Keep up your honor. Shamala ardaki ya jari. Ma tharramsh. Let us breathe these heavenly perfumes. خلينا نشمو روايح الجنة. Let us forget our sorrows. خلينا ننسو هموم الدنيا." I took my neighbor aside, out of the crowd, and told him my story. The story of my wife's craving for apples. He said, "Look, the grocer is doing a favor for people living in our district. He brought the apples just to display them, to increase the value of the neighborhood. You could even call him an activist." In fact, He rented the apples for 2 days, warning his customers that no one could buy them, touch them, or even ask for their price. But their presence allows him to raise the prices of the onions and putting them.
For the Berber New Year, not and these are not. Make a noise. Stop.
I left my neighbor and went straight to the middle of the crowd and started mouthing off, no longer knowing what I was talking about. People pushed me away, some saying, "Shut up! Why are you ruining our lives?"
I am salivating.
The grocer closed the store, uttering the traditional saying,
الحمار مش مقرفة.
"The donkey can't appreciate cinnamon." He looked right at me. I got scared and ran away.
Excuse me, I'm going to give a hand to a customer. He needs some water. Keep stomping next door. You can even do some acrobatics if you want.
Oh, Khwira. Oh, my darling wife, Khwira. Why did you choose apples? Don't you see the misery I'm living? Don't you see that nobody can afford fruit in our country? It's only for the rich, the businessmen, and politicians, or people at death's door. People like us are only allowed to desire walnuts, carrots, and jujube fruits, dear Khwira.
The customer heard you talking about apple. While still inside the store, he asked me to describe them. To avoid any debate, I told him that their shape is between watermelons and grapes, and their color is apples.
When I went back home, I found my wife and my kids around the table waiting for me. I asked for their forgiveness and sat alone, my back against the wall.
التفاح والنفاح بوس يدك يا مفتاح. التفاح والنفاح بوس يدك يا مفتاح. بوس يدك يا مفتاح. When we were young, we used to.
The next day, I woke up early in the morning as I usually do. I took my bag and went to work. When I got into the bus, the neighbors stared at me, still upset at the scene I made at the grocer's. I got off the bus and continued walking as usual. But when I arrived, I didn't see the National Textile Factory where I work. I looked to the right and looked to the left. I didn't see it. It had simply vanished. I thought I had lost my mind, or perhaps was the victim of a curse from my pregnant wife. I decided to retrace my steps, thinking I had made a mistake. I went back home, apologized again, seeking forgiveness from my wife. I put my bag down, then picked it up again and went to the factory on foot, praying to God all the way. I arrived. The same scene. Sad. Emptiness. No machines, no administration, no roof, no workers. I saw some people surveying the land with red sticks and a camera. I asked them. There I was factory disappeared. What happened? This is not our concern. We are here to measure and walk away. That's all. But what do they want to do with this land? Actually, right now, it looks like the site of Fantasia, a traditional horse show. But in the future, the owner will decide. So, the new owner bought the factory and demolished it. And where are the workers? We have heard that. They went somewhere to complain.
Shit happens. I will wash my face and come back. In the meantime, you can jump and stomp your feet.
How are you doing, my dear Khouya? How can I tell you the bad news? Stomp and jump. The factory disappeared, Khouya.
Shit happens. I have a customer who comes every day at 20 to 10. He always tells me unbelievable stories. He told me that man bought a bridge from the government and built Turkish bath and 2 shops underneath it. Another rich man wants to buy the big dam called Bidi Behdel.
I asked about my colleagues at the factory. I am told that they are running from one administration, one office to another, running in circles, trying to figure out what to do. So I went running, my bag on my shoulder. I searched the whole city, but found nobody. Then I decided to go to the court.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. The court. Perhaps I'll find them there, and if I'm lucky, I'll go and see the Attorney General to complain about the textile factory that became a Fantasia site, or about the public funds that were stolen. I entered the court and found quite a scene. It was full of people, women and men, youth and children. One crowd of people going up the stairs, another crowd crossing the road, and another waiting, surrounding the walls outside. I got to the Attorney General's door and found a group of women sitting down on the floor, crying. I asked them why they were there. One woman replied,
راجلي كان محكوم عليه بالإعدام. طلقوا سماحه وطلقوا منه السماح قالوا لا غلطنا.
My husband was sentenced to death, then was released. They apologized and told him it was a mistake.
غير قالوا راك حر كشو مات. رانا متكسر عدم كل ما جهدونا ما غسلوه.
But once he was told he was free, he had a heart attack and died. His body has been laid out here inside the Attorney General's office. They let him die without even washing his body or giving him a proper burial.
قالوا يدوه المستشفى يقعد يومين ولا 3 عاد يردوها معاه.
They told us they have to take him to the hospital for a couple of days. Then they will bring him back to us. Oh my God. Policeman saw me talking to that woman. He insulted me and told me firmly, "Respect the law. Get away from women. Respect us a bit. More. Step away from that woman. She's in mourning. What do you want? I told him the whole story, that my wife was pregnant and was craving apples. He replied, I'm a man and I am craving oil. You have a pregnant wife and you are flirting with this woman? No, sir. Carry on. I told him about the factory that disappeared. He told me that it was normal. Our country is developing rapidly. This is modernity. How do you want to catch up with the Japanese and the US if we don't accelerate? I told him I have rights. What about my efforts, my sweat, my blood, my bread, my job? I came to see the Attorney General, hoping he'd have a solution. The Attorney General is busy today. He is struggling with lawyers who are on strike. Advise me. How did I?
ودا داني داني يا داني داني يا داني يا مرة تقولي يا حبيبي يا مرة تبطي لي عيني يا عيني. Thank you.
Where do I have to go to complain? He took me by the shoulder and dragged me. I thought, this isn't good. He pulled me away from the crowd and told me that there is no way to pursue this case. Someone who is able to buy and demolish a factory is also able to buy justice and corrupt it. If you want my advice, go and complain to the United Nations. Perhaps we'll find a contact there. Here, everything is a mess. Look at these people. He pulled me again and showed me people under the stairs. Look, 12 people, a father, a mother, and 10 children. Look at them, standing here with all their stuff. This is their shelter. They sleep here, and we are doing them a favor, pretending not to see them. They were evicted from their house by the courts. They had been paying rent for more than 20 years. The landlord put them out on the street and they found themselves homeless. They asked the court, the very same court that got them evicted, to find them a place to live, even if it is in a jail. So go away. Go away and may the Lord bless you.
So the policeman warned you.
I went to the legal system, and now I regret it. I smelled there the scent of jail, death, and wars. I saw someone sentenced to 20 years of prison. Another one saying that he killed his wife and cut her in pieces. Another one released just before he was about to be executed. I went away from that place. Away, desperate, holding in the pressure, longing to scream, to explode. I walked a bit, then saw my daughter running toward me, out of breath. Oh my God. She hugged me, kissed me, and said, my uncle came home and found my mother crying. He asked her why. She told him about the story of the apples and about the job you lost. He said, pack your things, get your children, and come home. We'll share what little we have until you find a job. They sent me to let you know, so you wouldn't worry. She kissed me again and ran away. I started shivering. I kept walking, then came across a group of my colleagues. Dry lips, red eyes, sweating, shouting angrily. They were going to all the authorities. They gave me a petition. I signed it. They said, let's go. Let's go to the court. I walked a few steps, then slipped away. I was scared of crossing paths again with the policemen. I felt dizzy, my tongue tied, my intestines started to shake. My stomach came up into my throat, my heart pounding and skipping beats. I was afraid I would explode and scare everyone around me. Until I got here. Thank God!
Let it out, brother. The place is empty, but hurry up. Go to the last door and explode. Insult, spit, and jam. I am here next door guarding you.
May God bless you! Damn the ancestors! The roots and the family! Damn the religion of...
No! Don't insult the religion! Don't damn it! The mosque is nearby, brother. If you don't find a solution, I will hire you. I will put you on the night shift, so the public toilet will stay open night and day. The house rules are easy. I will explain them to you. I wrote these rules. This place was empty, closed, and abandoned. I cleaned it and took it over.
Damn rotten fish! Which replaced the roast? Too much. It's too much. It's too much, Khwirat.
I also had many troubles before finding this job. That's why you find me standing here insisting on the rules. The law, my dear. The law. Speak modernity like the policeman told you. Make me like this. I was in the labor union representing workers. And today, I am here. If you need some water or a hand, just tell me. Dude, take your time. Nobody is here now.
What the cleanliness! I am happy for my country and for all this cleanliness. Tiles shining, water everywhere, and the good smells, the lovely smells that please the nose. Allah, Allah.
خرج الخويرة من المناخر لما خرجت مخبلة من الخربة ودركت وراها الخرادي.
Cleaner than the hospital and more beautiful than the Queen's palace.
Welcome. My friend, dear citizen.
Good morning, dear attendant. May your day be as beautiful as jasmines.
May your day be filled with pictures and not myths. My elegant man, come in, choose a place where we can relax, except the last stall which is occupied. Otherwise, all the stalls are free. As long as the place pleases you, go ahead and enjoy. Welcome.
Amazing atmosphere. Excellent acoustic. politics. Let's try it. No, no,
No! No, silly boy! No!
great place, great. The echo is amazing, awesome, better than the opera. And the silence is incredible.
Yeah, baby.
Stop talking. Listen to that. The silence feels the space.
I tried hard to make the pain disappear. I can't handle the misery. I can't make the tears stop.
Strange, amazing, and moreover, what hygiene!
Genie? No, no, sir, there is no genie. No evil spirit. May God protect us. I allowed the customer inside to release himself by screaming and shouting. In other words, he's voiding from above the waist, so he's still in line with the house rules. He's just emptying out. In reverse.
Divine!
Wine. No, not wine. He's like that because of apples.
Oh, my God! What a silence!
Come in, my prince, and let it out.
No, here, in the middle of this place. What's a bad day I'm having?
Damn this thing! He wants to bring me troubles. No, my brother. Do it inside one of the stores and close the door. Be decent, my brother. This public toilet works under house rules. People are coming in and going out all the time. Behave yourself, you are not a kid anymore.
Sorry, excuse me.
No way, this is non-negotiable.
Sorry, you didn't get it. Let me explain myself.
No way. Don't talk.
Democracy drove you crazy. You want to humiliate yourself and humiliate us
Along with you, and you still want to talk? For God's sake, you're 7 feet tall. Behave yourself.
The silence. The silence, the attendant of this magnificent place.
Okay, go ahead. زرع
Listen, appreciate it. Be patient till the last. Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor, and have a respect to mine honor, that you may believe. Center me in your wisdom and awake your senses that you may the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that my love for Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why I rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more.
Did you relieve yourself? Good. good. I don't have what you need. If you want to give a speech, go to the mosque or the court or the television station. And if your story is about love and murder, go to the police, the taxi drivers, the garbage collectors who work at night.
Listen to the echo, the resonance. Listen to the words coming out in all their shades of meaning. And you, rather, Caesar, were living, and I, all slaves. Then that Caesar were dead to leave all free men. As Caesar loved me, I wept for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoiced at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. These are tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here? Showbase, that would be a born man. If any, speak. For him have I offended. Who is he? So rude, that would not be a Roman. If any, speak. For him have I offended. Who is here? So vile that will not love his country. If any, speak. Speak. For him have I offended. I pause for a reply.
When you exit, my dear Roman, you find a mosque in front of you. Behind it, you find a flea market. There is someone selling medicinal herbs, another selling pure honey and steamed spirits, and another selling incense and licorice. In the middle, you find an African man named Simba, who sells ambergris and frankincense. He is a wise man who has a gift. He will cauterize your legs, exorcise you, and release the demon who is making you talk this way.
That was a passage from Julius Caesar, a play written by the famous Englishman William Shakespeare.
Simba will exorcise it from you. He will expel it even if it is a red Russian demon.
This is an extract of a dialogue, words from a play.
That man making him hallucinate will disappear once the government changes or when the oil price rises.
I have no demon inside, sir. I am an actor, longing to do my job as well as possible, just like you are doing yours in this place. I'm looking for a good place to rehearse, to do vocal and physical exercises. I haven't found it until now. I tried to do it at the beach, cemetery, and public baths. And now, for the first time, I found my place, a theater.
But this is not a theater, dear sir. This is a restroom.
I couldn't reach my goals in the theater where I work because of my abs. I was marginalized. That's why I wanted to improve myself and develop my skills by working alone. I am thinking about a play, a story of a man struggling with his shadow. A schizophrenic. He is a good person. Very honest, well behaved. He doesn't even chew gum and is extremely loyal. But his shadow is a bad person. A gambler, a smuggler. He hates justice. So the good character is always struggling with the bad character who is sinful. He commits blasphemy during Allahu Akbar Allah, the call to prayer. He insults neighbors and writes swears on the walls.
And how does it end?
The imaginary character, the shadow, invalidates his ablutions and steals the policeman's whistle. By the end, the bad character remains the same. He just changes his look by wearing a shashia, like Muslims in the mosques. So the good character loses his way and tattoos on his chest a song about exile. ويا راي يا انا ما درت فيا يا انا قلبي كبير سكنت مارسي المهبولة سكنت مارسي يا سكنت مارسي المهبولة سكنت مارسي. The last scene contains a strong message. The two characters are sitting on the top of a hill, leaning on each other, pontificating about the society, exposing the weaknesses of the nation. Above their heads, angels are fighting with daggers. Cloud webs down on them like rain. Drop by drop, but they keep talking. Did you know that the newspaper colludes with the intelligence services?
The intelligence services collude with illusion.
Citizens without hope.
The price of cannabis rises.
Religious leaders sell out to foreign interests.
This imam is doing illegal business.
Political leaders steal from thieves.
The builder's house is in ruin.
The doors and windows of the boss's house are made of steel.
The roof of ivory.
The floor of marble, and so on.
And do you want to put on display here? Do you want me to lose my job?
No! I just want to rehearse it here. That's all.
My dear brother, you have to bring your problems to the institution you work for. That's what I think. You fight for your rights and till they fire you.
I am powerless inside that institution. I tried to solve my problems there, but I didn't find a way. I am put on a shelf. Every few years, I'm given a short role in a play, just to be placated. Once, I was given the role of a closet. I stood like a piece of wood, eyes wide open. Each time they opened or closed me, I pronounced the word Zayn. Another time, I was given the role of an elephant with jaundice. Who was supposed to be brought across the border. And as for the institution where I work, it's also powerless. It lost its function. It is drowning in problems.
لهنا relaxation مظهر الولاد ماسك سكر القلب cookies happy feast الحمد لله I'm full thank God شربات.
You are looking awesome in your new clothes.
اسفنج بالزبيب. My shoes are tight.
I will let you rehearse here.
Yes!
But I have one condition. If there are customers in here, don't talk about angels fighting with daggers above people's heads. Not to spoil their relaxation. I allow you to rehearse in this awesome space, as you call it. On the one hand, you will improve yourself. On the other, it will also benefit me to offer a cultural dimension in the public toilet. Culture suits people and helps them forget their daily sorrows. Dramatic art. Yes, it's a good idea. Culture inside a public restaurant. Later we will see about the possibility of including music, dance, art, and poetry. Poetry is good. Do you know some popular poems?
Yes, I do. I know poems of Hashmi Balloon, Mashfa Bambrahi, and Al-Khaldi. Sheikh Said says in one of his poems,
يا ظالمني انشرعك عند الجلاس قيل بلايا واش جابك في وعدي الظلم في اتنين يعرفوه الناس مول الحق يبان مصباح ويقضي.
"Oh, oppressor, I will take you before a judge. Leave me alone. Everybody knows the oppressor, and the one holding the truth will shine brightly."
I'm not a thief. You didn't find me with people's money. I'm not a traitor who betrayed my country and religion. I follow a straight path, not one that will bring me problems. I don't eat food that will hurt me.
ماني سارق صبت عندي مال الناس، ماني خاين خنت ديني وبلادي، ما نجري جرية تورطني للهواس، ما ناكلش الطعام اللي نقص من جهدي.
نبغي عرضي صحيح وموضح للناس، ما نقهر ما نلوم حتى على قصدي.
I want my honor to be pure and obvious to people. I don't oppress people to reach my objectives.
I keep my secret in an iron box. Nobody can spy on me.
كاتم سري عملت له صندوق رصاص ما يقدر جاسوس يدي من عندي. Times have changed and I am overwhelmed, doing nothing but mourning.
خانت الايام دارت انعكست بعكس وبرد صقي برضو بقيت نودي. الله الله يعطيكم الصحة. Are you okay now?
Great. Like a woman who has just given birth. May God bless you.
That man is an actor. He will work with us in the business. This man will tell you his story of apples later. We have to organize this business and establish professional relationships, rights and duties, and think about how to improve our services and profitability now that we have more hands. And now, give me a hand, guys. We have to clear the floor quickly. At 5 o'clock, it will get crowded in here. عند العصر يكتر الزحام يكتر.
حبك للشاي ومعلم اختي زاد البال. حبك للشاي ومعلم اختي زاد البال. نظرك اسعاد